The family drip irrigation system was developed by the China Agriculture Science Institute and Netafim with cooperation from other partners. The research of the drip irrigation system was targeted for rural conditions and for small-scale agricultural production. Deputy Director, Water Conservation Research Center, China Agriculture Science Institute. The family drip irrigation system has been developed especially for family farming as a single production unit in rural areas. It can be installed in greenhouses or in open fields for growing vegetables, fruit trees, or other crops. The system doesn't need any electrical power support because it works by water gravity from a tank. Therefore, the costs of irrigation and the expenses of maintenance will be significantly reduced. This is especially important in mountainous regions and elsewhere where there are water resource shortages. As a drip irrigation system for family use, its design is more reasonable and the technology is more successful, making it a very useful system for family farms. The family drip irrigation system consists of 5 parts: water source, control valve, filter, water pipelines, irrigation dripper lines. The tests done by the China Agriculture Science Institute and Netafim show that the system has the following features. It doesn't require any outside power for water pressure. The cost of irrigation and maintenance is low. The use of typhoon drippers, which are inline dripper lines, are more resistant to mechanical damages and prolong the irrigation system lifetime. The typhoon dripper has a wide water passage, resulting in less clogging, and water is uniformly distributed when emitted from the drippers. Highly efficient water and fertilizer savings, water savings of 50 to 70%, fertilizer savings of 20 to 40%. Retards temperature decreases, raises temperatures in the greenhouse and in other cultivation environments. Supplies water and fertilizer to soil as required. Increases the quantity of yield and the quality of the crops, thus improving economic efficiency and income. Saves on manpower, reducing manpower costs, which is especially important to the single-family unit producer. Installation, operation, and maintenance. Assistant Professor, Water Conservation Research Center. The installation of the family drip irrigation system is very simple. Its operation is easy and the system will produce an income and good efficiency when correctly used, operated, and maintained. First of all, it is necessary to prepare a water tank of 500 to 1,000 liters. The height of the tank should be 1 to 1.5 meters so that the system will have enough gravity for water pressure. This water tank could be self-made and you can choose different methods for filling the tank depending on the particular situation. The point for the water outflow should be lower, 10 centimeters from the bottom of the tank, in order to get clear water and to reduce clogging of filters and drippers. The tank should also have an opening in the bottom to get rid of sand and other materials that could cause clogging. When starting installation, the valves are installed first and then the filters. It is necessary to pay attention to the arrow on the filter which shows the correct direction for water flow, because otherwise the water will not be filtered. The connection between the tank and the filter should be installed properly so that water will not leak. With regards to the installation of the PE pipelines, it is necessary to take steps against leaking, the same as with the installation of the filters, using a white-colored plastic ring to prevent leaking. One end of the PE pipeline is connected to the filter, while the other end of the distribution line should be closed with an end-line connector. Following this, holes are punched into the PE pipe on the distribution line so that start connectors can be inserted to which the dripper lines are connected. These dripper lines are then laid out along the crop beds. After installation, it is necessary to flush the system. The water valve should be opened with water flowing through the end of the distribution pipe until the water is clear. After this, the end of the pipe should be closed, the dripper lines are attached, and then the dripper lines are flushed until clear water flows out of the end, at which time the end of the dripper line is bent and an end-line connector is slipped on. Now the installation of the family drip irrigation system is complete. During the operation time, you should flush the filters once a week or 2 weeks, depending on the quality of the water. To do this, you open the filter and flush the red discs with water many times. In order to keep the system working well, you should check the dripper lines once a month by opening the end line and flushing them to see that they are not clogged. After replacing the end line, continue using them as before. The world is facing a serious water shortage for agriculture, and agricultural production and development are limited by these water shortages. The family drip irrigation system will allow the farmers good social and economic efficiencies.